Nearer my God to thee, nearer my God. And they put you down in a hole slowly. Yes. So now when that reaches the woman want to hear that. Yeah. So they asking, when are you going to get rid of that back? I'm tired of that man. Because the men now start to feel the insecurity and like if they only have one, well, I don't know what it's called, but you're supposed to have two. And I just emasculate them and then they have one by telling them, go and tell your wife you want to marry next woman. If you're a man, all the money you have, you own all these buildings, you own that. And you're a man, go and tell your wife, I want to marry next woman. Then you could come and talk to me if you're a man.
That is what has get you in big trouble.
Yes, I tell you that.
You know, you see, you just tell these people it don't take money to be a man.
No.
And you have control over your wife.
Yeah.
You could go home, but you can't go again. You can't go again because you reach your limit, right?
Do you mind your own business now?
I have to tell you, you reach your
limit.
Mind
your own business
now. Ma'am, you know, and you tell me I reach my limit. But that's just hitting it off. I want to say something as we on the.
Let me just finish.
Go ahead. Let
me just finish. And so the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was an orphan. Yeah, he could not read and he could not write, and he changed the world forever and ever. So when we want to mount a platform with candidates, and everybody has to be a doctor, a lawyer, a sociologist. That's because people don't understand themselves. They don't know themselves. They don't know life. They don't know history. You know, it says, what is hidden from the wise and prudence is revealed to the babes and sucklings. It says that in the Bible. You know, so we believe that a child could teach you, you know. So, but you think you have to have all these degrees, like if you're a thermometer, you know, to be a politician, you know, to be a politician, you have to have that degree, and you have to be doctor, this, and all of that is the same. We suffered for that. And really, people complain all the time, yeah, but the people at fault for what they get as a politician, you know. This man was an orphan, and he changed the world forever and ever, and he could not read, nor could he write. But the companions who he had that could read and write, they were real brothers. And we need to understand what's our brother to our next brother, you know. And they did not feel that because he couldn't read and write and they could read and write, that he couldn't tell them what to do. He was the prophet of God, and he could tell them what to do because he received direct guidance from God. So we should not feel that because we have a degree on something, you know, that we're smarter than somebody else who don't have a degree. Right? Right?
Oh, yeah, I'll take the call?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, alright, you can take some calls. In the meantime, 6524901 as the Imam preaches on. Good afternoon to you, caller.
Good afternoon, Mr. Matthews, Mr. Balak, Mr. Imam.
Very good afternoon to you.
Imam.
Yes, sir.
I want to bring to your attention an incident that some members are claiming to be members of your organization and is putting a 91-year-old woman and her daughter under stress at Agnes Steel Trace in Unity.
Digomartin. Yeah.
Do you have any ownership in the property by this lady?
Well, I don't know who you're talking about, but I live in Digomartin.
Right, and you live, you have a house on top of the hill by this lady.
Yes. I live on the hill, the tippy top of the hill. I saw a Western once, and the Western, Sancho say, bad men live on the hill, and I live on the tippy top of the hill because I am the baddest, and my house is on the tippy top of the hill to figure out what that is. Yeah.
Well, these members, so-called members, are claiming that they are related to you and they are on your property and planting stuff, which the property belongs to this 91-year-old lady, and they are stressing out this woman who have worked diligently for her property.
Okay. All right, yeah, but I will do two things. Now keep him on the line.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you all call it off?
No, you went off already. Yeah.
All right. Well, I know about this matter, and I think the police came into the matter because one person called the other person, right, and called the police, and none of the person had any legal documentation for the property. So, like themselves and many other people, they found themselves in difficulty. This particular place was an estate, yeah, and this estate had belonged to Brunton Estate. Right? He had a cotton estate and cottons and guavas and citrus, a mixed estate, yeah. And you're still on?
Yeah, he's back.
Yes, sir.
Good, right. Now, this estate, I'm telling you, I know about this estate very well. The estate was owned by Brunton, and Brunton had two sisters who never married. Brunton's father was an Irishman, and the Roman Catholic priest at that time was also an Irishman. There was a confusion about some money and some land, and Brunton's father, it was alleged, killed the priest, killed in Packner village, yeah? You could go on the records and see what I'm telling you. The father of my father was a lawyer, Maxwell Phillips, and he defended the Brunton father, and he won the case against the Catholic Church. Now, that was unheard of. Long time, anytime you see a suffering, they say, boy, you killed priests or what? What happened? So to win a judgment against that, it was a big national thing against the Roman Catholic Church, losing this case to the father of my father, which is my grandfather, yeah? We got the part of the estate, and my father just said, look, who want to live here, who want to live here? That is the business, everybody can live. In those days, they used to play in cash and kind, and lawyers used to have a big pocket at the back of their neck, and they used to pay in guineas at that time, right? And so he got part of the estate and as his part payment, and he got part of the cash. The records will show you. My grandfather's name at that was Maxwell Phillips. Go on, you will do the research. And my father had two sisters. My father was born in England, and my father had two sisters. When my grandfather came back to Trinidad, he had two sisters from a woman he married in Marval. So as far as title, Brunton is dead. The two children, his two daughters are dead. There's no heirs to the place. Some people came and said they had heirs to the property. People killed them. All kinds of things happened. But that is the true story that I gave you, and I tell you, go and look and research it, and you will see. So these people were saying that these properties belong to them. You take it from me. My father never gave them any deeds. They're living on the land maybe 30, 40 years, 50 years, well, about even 60 years. But to say that they have a deed that was given to them as heir by anybody, they lie. Just right in there. They tell,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you saying that you have deed to the property?
No, I'm not saying that. I told you how the property came to us. I told you it came to us by our grandfather as part payment for defeating the Roman Catholic Church, the priest that was killed by Brunton father, allegedly by Brunton father. That is known history in the Gomartin. That anybody in the older people know that history and tell you, just pull it up and look at it, and I'll tell you my grandfather's name, so you could pull it up and check it. Right? So I know the dispute I know the dispute about these alleged people, and none of them have any title to the land. I tell you that. Yeah, they have no title.
So are you going to look into that to make sure that these people who are making claim are not harassing this woman and her daughter?
But what proof you have that they are harassing them? You live there? Do you live there?
No, I don't live there.
But how you know that?
Because they contact me and inform me of it.
Oh, well, yeah, but you know, you have to verify stories, and this is the month of Ramadan, and we're guided by on our book. And the book says, if somebody comes to you with some news, verify first before you harm people, and afterwards become full of repentance of what you have done. So this is so you have to verify information, and the two people who are the disputants in this matter, none of them have any deeds. None of them. Now, like I tell you, they could have been living there for a long time, because there used to be a horse farm just opposite to where those people live. And that horse farm is now turned into a play field. When the people moved the horse farm, myself, I negotiated to get a playground for them, and that is why they converted that into a play field. Ask anybody in the Gomartin about me, and they will tell you about my history as far as that is concerned. So this common knowledge.
I understand all that.
Because the police came,
that,
because the police came, they called the police and the police said, where's the deed? And none of them have any deed. I know the person, I know both litigants because I went to school with Carl, and I know the other litigant who is supposed to be a family of mine. None of them have any title to the land, like all the other people. All the other people are all squatters. But well, they have a legitimate expectation because they would have lived for more than 16 years. But all of them, all of the other people are squatters on the estate. The people died. There was no heirs, and so people wrongfully came and claimed the land. People killed them when they say because they say they own the land. They tried to tractor down people. All that they did. That never happened with me. But people who come and did all of that, all that happened, and those people who occupy most all of the land, they have no title deed they can show you. I could tell you about Operation Plain where we were. Nobody.
So, Mr. Master, yeah. I came to you and I'm asking you, are you going to look into this for the people who claiming to be related to you and I dealt with the matter. I looked into the matter already, and they called the police, and the police said, where's the deed? And none of them have no deed. So it's just people squatting, and this one went here and this one went there. Like anywhere there was squatting, people encroach and people say, this is our part and this, but they have no deed, they have no title to the land. It was a situation that was brought to my attention, and I dealt with it. And they went behind my back and called the police. When the police came, the police said, where's the deed of the ownership of any land here? None of them can present. They don't have it. Like so many other people on the estate, they have no deed. My father never gave no deed to nobody. They have no deeds. Trust what I'm telling you. Well, I just want to know that you said you were the champion of
the poor and the oppressed.
The poor and the oppressed. Right.
You want to question that? You want to question that?
Huh?
You want to question
no,
that?
No, I'm not questioning that. I'm asking you to look into this so that this lady do not have to go through all this.
I looked into the matter, Chief. I told you, and the behind my back they went and they called the police. And the police asked them, where is the title to this land that both all you claiming that all you own? None of them have any title. That is the situation. That is the truth of the matter. And you can go back to them. I am here almost every Wednesday by God's willing. So when they get a deed, tell them, any one of them who have a deed, let it bring it to me. Let it bring and show me, this is my deed from my land and this is my land. Now, they can't do that because they don't own any land. The same thing with even the people lower down. They don't own the land. Everybody was squatting because Brunton died. The two sisters died, and there was no immediate heir to the estates, and that's what happened. People just came and lived and squat, and like everywhere you turn there, the same thing happened.
All right, caller.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right.
That's not another call, yeah. Good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, Matthews.
Sir.
I have 5 tickets here, complimentary. How are you getting in?
I am live in a program right now, and I think it's no time for that discussion.
I'll send it by the studio for you then.
Drop it by the studio, yeah. Drop it by the studio.
Okay.
Drop it by the studio, WAC Radio. Drop it by WAC Radio.
Drop it by the studio.
Right.
The man want me to know again any complimentary.
No. That is, he's considered in his community, and if people give him complimentary, he deserves that.
But you ever give a complimentary for a boat ride?
No, but I do not go on boat rides.
Sorry.
But they know Mr. David participates in things like that, so there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so lines are open. If you want to call us, you can call us at 652-4901. All right, so.
As we on the topic of Ramadan, David, during Ramadan, it's really an opportunity, as I said earlier on, to build a communication between you and God. In this month, it is said in the Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, I chain the devil. But some people might feel when Allah says he chained the devil is one with physical body, one with a big fork in his hand, like what we just see Juve morning, right? Paint the mouth blue and tongue red and thing and rolling. Jambalasi. That is not the devil that Allah does chain. The shaitan that Allah changes, which shaitan means Satan, right? The Satan that God changed during the month of Ramadan to make us Muslims have an easier time than having both our nafs, which is our habits and behavior, having to combine with with Satan. You understand what I'm saying? Our ugly habits and the combination of that with Satan will surely not give us the Ramadan that Allah wants us to have. So what he does, he ties the shaitan, the Satan. He holds him and chain him for this 29 or 30 days. So if you see any other thing bubbling up in you that is ugly, plus the bag of ugliness you might have on your back, we have to offload it. And this is the month that Allah gives us an opportunity to deal with our habits, mainly what we in Islam they say the nafs. Well, we have good nafs, good habits and bad habits. In this month, what you try to do and make every effort to do is to excel in the good habits. And that is looking after the poor, feeding other people, making the Ramadan, communicating, praying at late at nights. You go in the mosque or you're at home and you pray and make extra prayer, asking God. And Trinidad needs this, David. Trinidad need as much prayer as we could. Forget the oil price going up. That can't even pay back no bills yet, David. So things running smooth is a way off for that right now. But here we need prayer, and we're not asking the Muslims alone. I can't tell anybody else to fast. But I want to say this here today. I have a lot of friends who are not Muslims, and they called me up to last night and asked me, the Ramadan start? I told them tomorrow. And there are a lot of my friends who are going and always have made non-Muslims who have made effort to fast during this month. Not because they want to be my friend, but they say it's an experience. Well, one guy who did it last year called me and he says, I had a nice month last year and I felt good about myself. Even, well, he talked about this. He said he lost some weight. I tell him it's not really about losing weight. It's about losing bad habits. So if you lose weight, that means you lost some bad habits, right? So a lot of people do it. And this is a time of prayer for the Muslims and for us to unite. And look what is happening to our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Look at how children are continuing to die, men taking stone and pelting helicopters, and the United Nations is all well and sleeping. And now they have new things. They're going into the Congo now to see if they could cure Ebola. And that is only another way to go for the little bit of oil they hear they have in the Congo. It's another way to go for that. But this is Ebola they're going for. Oh. David, we had to pray.
Well, why? Why we have to pray?
We had to pray that we survive the next few years.
Prayer works by itself?
No action. Prayer works with action.
Okay, so what prayer? What sort of action we need now to complement the prayer?
Well, David, a fella like me, you're asking that. I could give you a long answer here, but I wouldn't go into that.
David want a short word. David want to hear faith.
I could give you a long answer, but a man's faith is when he succeeds over his own self. And for us to be successful, we must be successful in controlling ourselves. And in Ramadan, when you feel you make your fast and, oh boy, I will get everything, say no. I was successful in controlling myself. And that is what, if we had self-control, we wouldn't have all these murders. If we had a justice system that is working, people will not take justice on the streets. If we had things in place that you find that one can go to court, but you wouldn't get, if you go to remove someone from a property that belongs to you, it takes sometimes 3 years in the court, and the person eventually has to move, but it takes that length of time for an answer to come because there's a document and a paper to sign and it didn't reach here, that had to stamp. You see, while we do paperwork, there's something is happening to our physical structure, which is the human being in our country, and it's really bad, David. It's not walking down a good road. Yeah, so we need to pray. That's my point.
Okay. I often wonder about the prayer because we seem to know prayer when things are not going our way.
No, not me. I just know it when things going my way.
Oh.
Yeah, difference in Islam is that you don't pray when things bad. You're compelled to pray every day, 5 times a day. In other words, I want to tell the Muslim brothers and you something too. There's a number you can call God with in Islam. There's a telephone, well, a telephone, but a number you can call God with. The number is 24434. 4434.
How that number came about?
All right.
Well, the first one is 4.
In the morning?
Yeah. 2 sunnah and 2
well,
farad.
well, no, I'm talking about the direct ones, not the sunnah. So, in the morning, as a Muslim, we make up 2 salah, 2 rakah, fajr prayer. Zuhr time,
4.
we make 4.
2 sunnah and 2 farad.
Right. We make 2 sunnah and 2 fast, so that is a 4 in the morning. And then you make Zuhr prayer, you make another 4 rakab in wherever you are. And then you make 3 in the afternoon,
No,
which
4 in the
4 in the
Asr,
afternoon, which is Asr, and then you make 3 in the
Maghrib,
afternoon, which is
sunset.
Maghrib, sunset, and then David, you go back and you make 4 in the night, which is Isha.
No, you have to put that in English.
All right.
But I have no idea of what you speak at.
All right.
Well, the first one in the morning is called Fajr. It means the daybreak.
Daybreak.
And what? There's a particular time to do it? You do
Yes.
that
Yeah. Before the day breaks, before
Before
half
you
an
see
hour
it.
before the sunrise.
Right.
Okay.
Basically, half an hour before, and that's where you cut off your eating. You know, for the fast, right? If you're not fasting, well, you just know that you have to get up in the morning. There's a timetable that you pray before half an hour before the sunrise. So you're fairly safe. We could make it a little thing, but I have a time for before, right? So we have a timetable that guides, right? And then lunch time is dhuhr, and that is 12:30 on. From between 12:30 and say 3:30, you could pray that prayer. But you should really pray it on the time, which is 12:30 dhuhr. And then Asr mean the mid-afternoon, which is 4 o'clock. We usually say about between 4, and then you're going out to 6, before 6:15 when the sun sets. The sunset is called Maghrib. When the sunset, the Arabic word Maghrib means the sunset, and you make that 3 when the sun sets, after the sunset, right? And then usually in the mosque, people will pray at say 8 o'clock, which is the last prayer called Isha, right? So it's the night prayer, and it's the last one called Isha, which is the one in the night, 4 rakat. So 4 prostrations, yeah?
Is that what we know as the call to prayer?
No.
Oh, that's different.
No. The call to pray. The call to pray is called the azan, right? And the call to pray says Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. God is the greatest. God is greatest. Allahu Akbar, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, twice, right? I swear that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is his messenger, twice. Hayya ala salah, hayya ala salah, hayya ala falah, hayya ala falah. Hayya ala salah means come to pray, right? Come to pray, come to pray. And the next one, hayya ala salah, hayya ala salah, come to pray, come to prosperity. Hayya ala falah, falah is to prosper, yeah? So come to pray so that you will prosper. And then it say Allahu Akbar, that God is the greatest, God is the greatest. But do you come to pray or you don't come to pray? God still remains the greatest. La ilaha illallah, which is the testimony. There is no God but Allah. So that is called the azan. That is called when the azan is called, and then people assemble for prayer. Now, you know, as you don't know, but I will tell you that Muslims face the east and the Kaaba to pray wherever they are. But you could pray wherever direction, because that is not righteousness. Let me tell you what God says is righteousness, right? Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It means I begin in the name of God, right? Yeah. And it says righteousness is not turning your face to the east nor to the west. But righteousness is believing in God and believing in the last day, the day when you will meet your Maker, right? And looking after your kid and your kin, looking after your family, your kid and your kin, your wife, your children, yeah? And looking after the wayfarer, and looking after those in need, and looking after those who ask and do not ask. So the righteousness extends beyond your family. So you cannot say, I am a righteous person because I look after my family. And probably you do that. You do look after your family. But righteousness do not stay there. righteousness gone beyond that and says that you should look after the wayfarer, those in need, those who ask, and those who do not ask. Yeah, they see how far it stretches this righteousness, right? So that is the definition in the Quran about righteousness. Not just turning your face to the east, to the west, because if you're in a plane and you have to pray, you don't know what is actually playing in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then this is important to note, and for one reason. The reason is clarification. When Mecca was opened, or when the conquest of Mecca came, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, destroyed all the idols that were made and kept in the Kaaba, where Abraham built. Abraham built the Kaaba. Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not build the Kaaba. Yeah, it was Abraham, peace be upon him, and his son Ishmael, peace be upon them both. They built the Kaaba, this cube block that you see. They built the Kaaba for the worship of one God, right? But then people came and they took the Kaaba. Abraham died, peace be upon him, and the whole place was idols. Yeah, maybe he had about 100 or more thousand idols, in the Kaaba that people worship. Different tribes worship different idols at the Kaaba. But Mecca, where the Kaaba is, was always a central point for trading. So people came there to trade, and people would have the gods, and they had the rituals and everything. And when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, opened the Kaaba, because he was chased out of Mecca, driven out of Mecca, him and his companions, and then he went to the other city, which is Medina. And then when he opened Mecca, when he conquered Mecca, they removed all the idols. They broke all the idols that were wrong, that were belonging to. And at that time, the first man ever to call the azan on the Kaaba, the first man ever was a black man, an African, called Bilal. And they said that he was one of the best of the companions of the Prophet. I say an African black man. Only for clarification, I'm saying that. Yeah, news?
Yeah, so we take a
break.
We
break up
news
headline,
and come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good afternoon, I'm Leanne Sinclair and this is your 2 o'clock news update on WAC 90.1 FM. Approximately 40 NEDCO workers who were offered voluntary separation packages in February were sent home on May 1st. Opposition leader Kamla Prasad Bisesa urged for Muslims to practice spiritual reflection as the season of Ramadan begins. The recent firings of lecturers at the University of Trinidad and Tobago will in no way affect the institution's ability to deliver its programs. The Court of Appeal has dismissed the appeal of 10 men convicted of the murder of the brother of drug kingpin Dole Chedi. Regionally, a search is underway near the U.S. Virgin Islands for a crew member on a cruise ship who apparently went overboard in rough seas. And internationally, the Trump administration is hopeful its summit with North Korea will go ahead despite threats of cancellation. Stay tuned for these stories and more in detail coming up in our 4 p.m. newscast right here on WAC 90.1 FM.
people in his birthday.
2 minutes
here that time there,
after, it's just about 2 minutes after 2 o'clock, heading up to 3 minutes after 2 o'clock. So we're inside the final 30 minutes or so of the program. So if you have a call to make, a question to ask, a contribution, or you can give us a call here at the 6524901. The Imam have been, and Brother Balak, they have been lecturing for the last hour or so. So in case you have any queries, it's your time to ask the question. Let's see which one I'll go here. Caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I want to ask one of the gentlemen, one of them was giving condolences to the Sidano family.
Yes, Balak, you. Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Hello?
Yes. I want to find out, Bernadette Sidano, she's still around?
Which one?
Bernadette, Bernie.
I don't know that, but I don't know them by name. They're my neighbors, you know. I know them by the nicknames. We never get to real names with my neighbors. We know them by nickname. We know she has sister Marlene.
Okay. They're still living after the bridge, after the sports club?
No, this see, they know they're living inside Palaseco settlement next to the mosque.
Oh, they're by Julie and them then?
Yes, down inside Palaseco settlement, Wilson Trace.
Okay.
Yeah, I think tomorrow, and I also understand that tomorrow is the funeral, so we will be there by the help of God.
Well, no, I call it from New York, but I just listening to the
all right,
because I didn't see them in years.
Yes,
so, when I come to funeral, I'll come and look for them. I just want to know if Bernadette still around, you know.
I don't know which one named Bernadette because I know.
They used to sing with the Marchand sisters.
That was the same family, same line of family.
Right, they used to play with those Caballeros.
Right.
With Lloyd Juve and them for that.
Right, that was the same line of family. Same line.
Okay, but when I come to I'll come and look for them. All right, this is the Cuban here.
All right, the Cuban. Take good.
All right, bye.
What are you doing in America?
I don't know.
That's what the
He's lucky for his feeder, because I put him on the feeder now.
Okay. All right, so lines are clear again at 6524901.
Yeah, we open the lines, yeah.
Yeah, so if you have a question, caller, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And to the Imam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
You forget to mention to your audience that just before you make Maghrib prayer, you break the fast, and after the Maghrib, you feed the poor.
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, sir, for the reminder. Yeah. Well, when we break the fast at our mosque, every day a member of the congregation will take a day to prepare for the food, right? So when you break the fast, usually they have some fruits and things like that, some tea or something to break the fast. And then you pray, and when you finish praying, then everybody would sit and have dinner, men and women, you know, and of course the children, yeah? We do not ever leave the children out. So when you break the fast is when after you break the fast you can eat.
So we break the fast at the mosque?
At the mosque, yeah. Everybody, usually every member of the community will take a day that they will prepare the food. So if you're in the community and you take one day, for the next 29 days you won't have to worry to eat at all. Yeah.
You're not worried about preparing food? You
just
eat?
Also, you just eat, yeah.
Also, David,
take
the call. Take the call
here first.
Yeah, go
caller?
Hey, Assalamu alaikum, Imam.
Welcome, sir.
Man from the east.
Yeah, but how long time I hear you, man?
Wrong fighting.
Good, that's good news, yeah.
Just call to say, bless you, man.
Thank you very much, man. Yeah. Good, yeah. Yeah, good, right.
Thank you.
Brother Balak. Yeah, what I was saying is, David, that also the fast that we break at Mokorapo and at all the other branches of the Jamaat, we don't just cater for the Muslims that pray and break fast. We cater for the public also. We always have the poor, and we always have people coming and eat with us, the distressed. It is our time, really. And I want to tell you something, David, before you take that call. I come from a certain group of people, and I'm of East Indian descent. And in my country, when I grew up, I always used to hear the saying, you're a Mohammedan. You know, they used to call people Mohammedan. And it was Indian people really, David. When they call you a Mohammedan, they mean you're an Indian, a kind of way and thing. But I want to tell you something, and I want to flatter him up here today, but I had to tell you something. I come from my grandparents were of East Indian descent, but I want to tell you this, David. The Islam that I learned from Imam Yassin, and this Ramadan, I want Allah to give him full blessing from it, is not how to separate from humanity, but it is how to bring humanity together. And I think you have been hearing us for nearly 2 years now, and you are satisfied that we never try to separate religion, race, or anything. And I want to say that was very, very good of my leader, who I followed with my life. And I want to say this, that I am very, very happy that I learned my Islam with him, that today I feel free as a Muslim to practice what I know is right and help to forbid what I know is wrong.
I'm sure you're right about that. You followed him with your life.
Well, that part for sure.
Yeah. All right, caller, can call us back. Yeah. All right. So you have 30 days of fasting, which begins from tomorrow.
From tomorrow morning. Between 29 or 30 days.
29 or 30 days.
Yeah, whenever the moon is being sighted, we stop the fast the next time.
Oh, because already I'm hearing that that day will be celebrated on the 15th of next month. I already hear
that. Well, a lot of people just predict. And this is about the sighting of the moon. And we did not sight it, so we have a right to start tomorrow. We did not see it in Trinidad. No, I don't think anybody saw it in the West. I didn't hear that.
Oh, all right. Because I need to know how you know when to start. So you give me that information.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Would you all be on air during the month of Ramadan?
If we will be on?
If the show would be on during the month of
Ramadan.
Yes.
This year we are going to maintain the show.
We're going to try to be here, yes.
So thank you so much.
Right.
I still don't know the name of the theme song.
Yes, this is David. He plays the theme song. Tell the lady what is the name of the theme song. Yeah.
Piano theme
look him
song
right here. No, we have a theme song.
We have a theme song.
Yeah, but it's very nice because it's loved by a lot of people, and they always call in and asking him what is the name.
And he can't tell us.
And he can't tell us. It's so secretive thing we want to do.
All right then, thanks.
Have a nice day, ma'am. Yeah.
So Sayana, so how you know? Yeah, how you know when to start the month of Ramadan?
But it says in the Quran, begin the fast when you see the moon, and end the fast when you see the moon. So the moon will run the course usually 29 or 30 days. Yeah.
So we said we see the moon.
Today we should.
And if you don't?
Well, once you come to 30 days, you start. Because you can't go beyond it. Sometimes the weather is really, really bad and you cannot see the moon. But if somebody sees the moon in, say, Guyana or Barbados or something, and we can verify that it was a proper seeing, then we start also. Yeah, we don't say we alone have to see the moon.
But in any case, David, we have to start tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, because we reach the end of the month.
We reach the end of the Shaban.
All right. Caller online here. Caller?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon. Yes, sir.
Yes. Imam Abu Bakr, this is Abdul from Brooklyn, New York.
Yes, sir.
I want to wish you and your guests a very good and prosperous Ramadan.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ramadan Mubarak to you.
Okay, shukran zakallah.
Okay, man.
So, we shouldn't meet any greeting?
Yes, David. Yes, David. David, salam alaikum, David. I know you know who it is.
Walaikum salam to you.
All right, shukran zakallah.
That is if he says shukran zakallah, I mean, thank you very much, and praise be to Allah. We always give the praise to God. And that teaches men humility. Everybody want to be praised. And Allah says, do not want to be praised for something you have not done. Many do nothing at all, but they want the praise for it. And really, there's really no praise that none of us can attribute to ourselves, because the praise is really for God, Whatever you do that makes you successful or achieve in your life, it is because of the mercy of God. He allowed you to do that. He gave you the ways and the means to do it. I mean, your talent is a great talent. I was saying that coming up with, hey, David ain't playing, just enjoy yourself. More than people who don't have to sit by this mic all the time, you know, and things like that. I never really hear a day where you're really grumpy and you sick and you're not thinking. You live, you're down. You live your life to the fullest, yeah?
Yeah, even if you're not feeling well.
Yeah.
See, as you put on this mic here, you gotta leave that behind.
Yes.
Because what you put out is what will be received.
You will forget the feedback, what you sow is that you reap, you know.
Yeah. Because many days you will come to work, and you're not feeling on top of the work, but once you put on this mic here.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. You know?
Simply where you sow is that you will reap.
You have to whistle a little song before we go today.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
I just want to say amen to the Imam.
Thank you
I'm
very much.
listening. I am not a Muslim, but you know, we are all parallel.
No, you are Muslim, you know. You are Muslim, and you'll give me a chance to explain to you why you're a Muslim, Go ahead.
Yeah, because you see, what you're saying is what I believe also.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you know, with your fasting and your month, because I did it in January, I didn't wait for the moon, but you know, we do it differently.
Good, right.
But what I am saying, you know, as you're saying with David, though, David don't realize how blessed he is.
Yes.
And he have
a gift from God.
And
yes.
God has been good to him.
Right.
He does. And sometimes you know, thank God you never see many grumbling. Okay. But Imam, I wish a lot of young people would listen to this program.
Yes,
that's to get the spiritual side of it. You understand?
Yes.
That we will have a peace.
Man can't live by bread alone. Man can't live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out of your mouth. We need a spiritual awakening. Yes.
We need that.
Yes.
You know,
true.
I'm locked on. Have a blessed and holy month.
Right.
And while you're praying, pray for everybody.
Everybody.
We want prayer.
Have a blessed day.
Okay.
Bye.
Yes. Now, before you explain to her that she's a Muslim, take this call.
All
right, caller. You drop the call. All right, so you could always call us back. I'm gonna give 30 seconds before I allow the Imam to expound on what he just said there.
This will include you.
Include me.
Islam. The word Islam means submission to the will of God. That whatever God wants is what you have to submit to. You have no choice. So let me start now. Take the call.
All right. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to your guest.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Imam, I just want to make a thing here with you.
Yeah.
Just now you said that the Syrians, they have so much money and they're not man enough to say they're going to marry somebody else. But they ain't telling them nothing. They just go in with somebody else.
Yes,
so but they have no man. They have to be man to go and tell them.
Exactly.
so you see? So what are the man manico word? They want to go there good.
Yes. My mother say it have man, manico, mandolin, and now it have manio.
Whatever. They have to ask permission, they go.
And if you look at the young boy children, you realize that the absence of men. The behavior of the young boy children is because there's no father in the home. They just drop a child here, they drop one here, and they drop here, and no father figure in the home. I went to my son's school last week before, right? And they were this is QRC, my last son. And they have about 20-something female teachers and about 3 male teachers. And really, it's only a man could teach a man to be a man, you know. A woman could teach her daughter how to be a woman. But it takes a man to teach a man to be a man, you know. And we have, the woman has dominated the education now. The men just playing the fool. All of them just playing the fool, and even the responsibility and the onus and this heavy burden of teaching. The teacher is the most important person in society. Because the teacher, the teacher is the priest. The politician, the judges, the teachers teach everybody.
Exactly.
Right? The teachers even teach the parents, because the parents were once students, right? So therefore, the teacher is the most important person in society. Look how some of the teachers these days behave. Look how we respect it. We don't even pay the proper homage and respect to the teachers who have such an important job. And of course, the parent. And you, I'm sure you are parents. You know how it is.
No, I'm not.
Well, not anymore.
Never.
Yes, you look after a lot of people's children.
How do you know that?
I know that. Listen. I had an essay to write once, and I wrote an essay, and I got an A+. The mother is not the one who gives birth to the child, because some of them mothers just throw the child in the garbage. What about the woman who adopts the child when he was born and raise up that child and makes that child a successful and good human being and a good citizen? Who is the mother?
Well, that's true.
Yes, yeah. Nice.
Listen, okay, there.
Imam,
you take care.
Wait, listen, Imam, listen.
You have a baby in the background.
Listen. I hear a baby.
Yes, I have a baby in my hand.
Right. You see whose mother? That's mother. Grandmother or whoever, that's mother. Right?
Okay, dear.
Nice talking to you. Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, you want me to tell the leader? Oh, sure. You want me to tell you how you are Muslim too?
Yeah.
Right. Let me clarify this word Islam, right?
Yeah.
Islam means submission to the will of God. Whatever God wants to happen is what will happen. Nothing else can happen, right? Now, you did not choose who you want to be as your parents, did you?
No.
So that is out of your choice. You didn't choose what land you be born.
No.
You didn't choose that you wanted to be male or female.
No.
Right, and you didn't choose what language you want to speak.
No.
All that is what outside control. Who make them choices? You submitted, but you're born. And you have a mother, and you have a father, and you could speak,
Yeah.
And your gender is male. Well, I hope.
Nada, I'm vouching for him.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's your partner. You know your partner. Because these days I know. I can't tell. I hear the Calypsonian saying that. They say you can't tell. I'm putting blame on the Calypsonian, right?
Yes.
They say you can't tell. So in a way, you have submitted to the will of God, right? And that makes you a Muslim. After that, we parents just put me in all these different churches. Once it only had the Roman Catholic Church. Then the king break up because he married a Borean sister to give him an heir because the French queen couldn't give him the heir. And then they get affairs with the French, and then he make the English Catholic Church, And then you ask my sister, I hope she ain't listening, I'm a bigger sister, she's a Portuguese. She, what that is?
Oh, no, what's that?
Portuguese is when you're living in the church.
Oh.
So that is my sister. She's living in the church. She's a Portuguese, but me worry with that.
Yeah.
And I hope she ain't listening.
Right.
Because my sister, and I love my sister, Jen, she loved me to the death.
Right.
But she have a different religious persuasion. She's a Roman Catholic, and I stop her from that. Because when you ask her, well, I a Roman Catholic, I said, you was in Italy? How you come Roman? So now she says she's a Catholic. Well, I accept that.
Right.
And my mother told us, one day in a little discussion, and my mother said, listen, tell me, don't argue with your sister, because your sister is sincere. The only thing is she's sincerely wrong. She's sincere. But that's my sister, and I love her. That's her religious persuasion. That's what God choose for her to follow. But that is my blood, and I love my sister dearly, dearly, dearly. In the same way, I love you, or I love everybody else who don't follow the persuasion of Islam. Right?
Yeah.
What I don't like is what people just do. Right, so some people just do right, some people just do wrong. And as the man said just now, there are people who personify or masquerade as Muslims, and in fact they're really not Muslims, and it causes a lot of problems in the society, because they think that if they say they are Muslim and they belong to Jamaat al-Muslimin, people go afraid them, and it should be the opposite way. People should love them. But the things that they do disqualify them from being a Muslim, because they do the same thing. They deal in drugs. The young women, they want to breed all the young women. They're doing the same thing in the boat ride, the no draws party. They're doing the same thing that the other people who they want to tell don't do that. And that causes the conflict. So, like I say in the beginning, what is important is the character of a man.
So just now, Imam.
Yeah.
Because I had no control over
your birth.
my birth.
You submit it to the will of...
It makes me a Muslim.
Well, you submit it to the will of God.
Indirectly.
Indirectly. All right, that will get you away indirectly. If you want to get away like that. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take a call. Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
I want to direct this question to the Imam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to teach them Muslim and them the way of, they figure, well, Muslim is the men have on the garb and the woman in the hijab.
Yeah.
And according to the way you just said, they're bad like yours. I tell one, if you see garb, she have on hijab and thing, she has sell show in Cuba. I say, Assalamu alaikum, the girl watching me like if she want to know what I say, I 12 crossing the road a day, have on gap too, and I tell them the same thing. And I just teach them like, I say, Assalamu alaikum, man,
Yeah. Yeah, well, like I say, I think it are people who personify police, people who say they're police officers, they dress up like army officers. People, impersonate judges, they impersonate everything. All that is part of the evil of the society, that there are so many people who impersonate other people when in fact they are not, yeah? And Islam has nothing to do with dress in the sense that the women should dress modestly, and the men should dress modestly. And God says to cover your head. And I never see a picture of Mary without she had covered. So for these other people, I don't know who they're following, but that's beside the point. I'd like to skip that fast. Yeah.
All right. Take this call.
Yeah.
Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, David. Good afternoon and blessings to you, Mr. Albasta.
Good afternoon, President. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very good and blessed by God.
Don't give him that title. He's not. Don't give him that title. He's not the president. Probably secretary.
You see how that is it?
Yeah. But I give you your title. I give you your title, President.
Yes, it's only when you're good in Christ, in the Lord, that is it your position.
All right.
Yes. Preacher. I don't like when people personating other people.
Yeah.
If you are Muslim, be a Muslim.
True.
If you are Christian, be a Christian.
True.
Don't be like sheep dressed in wool clothing.
Too much of that.
I do not like that.
Yeah.
I do not like that.
We have too many of that.
To teach me something, what you were doing. Don't
exactly.
do me that.
Exactly.
Because that has hit me. That has hit me. Because yesterday, on this station, I just listened to our hour of gospel with Damian Melville, right?
Yeah.
So a guy, every time he come on my job, he's hearing it saying, so only 1 hour you have. I said, this is the only station I listen to.
Right.
Once I on my job, I listen regardless of who come on or who ain't come on. It's total local.
Right.
And you just get positive things. And you just learn.
True.
I say, and he started to beat around the bush. I said, wait. I said, how long you baptized? 20 years ago. I said, you work at the church every day, every Sunday. I just started back about 10 years ago. I'm a deacon in church. I said, since you become a deacon 10 years ago, have you ever met a Sunday you start to mumble? I said, don't mumble and fumble for me, please.
Yeah.
I said, wait. I said, so all these, and I read in him, I said, so wait, you going all around the world. You going all over the globe, cut down a whole playing field to invite me to your church. I say, when you come in by me, come straight up. Don't come at all.
Right.
All right? Don't
okay,
come
good.
at all.
Thank you.
I don't like people to play games with me.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I have one thing again. I hear you always talking about respect and all of these things. A lady came in a pharmacy in Princeton, and she said, good afternoon. So I said, good afternoon, ma'am. Don't call me ma'am. Yeah. I said, sorry, miss. I said, I have dress everybody like that.
Yes, of course. Of course,
I say, I disrespect you.
No.
I say, because I call a lady ma'am. Ma'am, until I adopt her and she adopts me.
Right.
And I'm going to bury her.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
I said, so I give everybody respect. I could walk in this pharmacy without money. Because of respect.
Yeah.
younger than me, older than me, I give them the respect.
Right.
Because I like to be respected. Okay,
True.
everybody have a blessed one.
Okay,
You will be on next week, so you're going for your fasting.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They'll be here.
Yeah.
Let me just say one thing before we close, David. Islam is about conduct and self-respect. If one does not have any respect for themselves, it means you have no respect for God. Because within our body, within ourselves, there is God. And that is what we must learn to do in this Ramadan especially. Learn to respect ourselves for whom we are, whoever we are, wherever you come from, wherever race you are. And we must be also in the sense that this is the month that we have to give. This is the month that we have to really look out for the poor, which we in the Jamaat always looking out for them, and you know that too, David. But this is the month we're inviting the other Muslims to look out for them and help us to look out for them also. We need to do that this year.
I just want to take this call here.
Yeah.
Caller, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, David. One more thing before you close your show. I want to elaborate to the Imam that I was in Trinidad a couple of weeks ago, and I met some Muslim from different ethnic group in Trinidad, if you know what I'm talking about. And I said to these people, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And these people look at me and did not answer back, and I know why. And I think it's the reason because I did not have a kufi on my head. You know, and it was so ridiculous. So I started speaking to them in Arabic, and they did not understand what I said. But my idea about it is that these people are so one-sided. And all I said to them, may shaitan get away from you at this particular time. Assalamu alaikum, and have a very good Ramadan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
David, in every religion, there are people who good and people bad. Like anything else, they have good and have bad. So, and I say we shouldn't put too much emphasis on clothes, although we know as Muslims we have to dress a particular way. Yeah, even the men they're supposed to be wearing no tight pants and thing bulging and I don't know what happened. Right, but that is the next thing. You want to dress modestly. So, but clothes is not religion. Clothes, the religion is your character, how you behave. Yeah, as a good Christian. And some people are good people, and some people have a way of, if they go into a particular denomination and things like that, a church, at wherever, they want the people to be perfect, and that is not always the same way. I know a man, he was going to this particular place of worship, right, and you know, he would give everything he have, all his money, he would give away everything he have, and he was really a good man, praying sincere. And he saw the behavior of some people that he knew was not in accordance with the teaching, and he left. But after a little while, 2-3 weeks passed, and you know, the conscience started to beat him because he's thinking that he's supposed to be fellowshipping. So he said, all right, you know, at night he get up, he said, I'm going to ask God what the position is. So he started telling God, you know, what happened, what he seen in church, and he said, you know, God, I want you to know that I have not been there for a long time, you know. And God said, I myself have been there for a long while. You see? So it's not, you shouldn't get dissuaded because some people don't behave the particular way, you know. All of us should try to encourage each other to be strong. And we do that best by example, our own example. The best preachers are the ones who, by their examples, how they live, you know. Because I just told you, Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was is the prophet of Islam. Muhammad could not read and write, you know, and he was an orphan. His father died before he was born. And by the time he was 6 years, his mother died. So he grew up as an orphan, tending sheep and thing in the desert and thing like that. But he didn't know everything was wrong. And then God selected this man who can read and can write and change the world forever and ever. Oh, you know, he wouldn't select you to do whatever he want to do. He select anybody who he want to do what he want to do. Look at you, he gave you the big job as the #1 DJ and thing. The only thing I want to do.
And select him too for we to bring across the message today, man.
No, he's a good one. He's a good one.
But you'll get some blessings, you know.
He's a good one.
The only thing I want to know why he put on a black tie today.
I don't know. I don't.
David,
but were you questioning the color of the man tie for if you want to
nah,
wear
you
black?
don't talk about the man shirt because you.
You have a nice shirt.
David, here what happened to it? David, here what happened to it?
No. Listen. If you watch the shirt and the pants and the shoes,
the tie match,
everything match up.
Yeah.
You know they just call that the epitome of sartorial elegance, boy. What?
That's
hit me. Yeah, no, when everything matching, so socks and all. Look at all these socks and all matching.
Everything.
It's called that the epitome of sartorial elegance, boy.
What?
They will listen. If you know, clothes does make people look nice. If you have on a nice suit or a nice dress, and it enhances your personality.
Yes.
You know, so that's it. But when I was young, I used to make clothes look nice, you know. The clothes used to make me look nice. You know.
You used to make clothes look nice?
Yeah.
well, then something was wrong with the clothes. Something was wrong with the clothes.
Yeah.
Something was wrong with the clothes. If you making clothes look nice, the clothes definitely wasn't nice. Yeah. You can enhance clothes. Wait.
You can't take competition?
No.
With
your height. With your height, you used to get pants to drop properly?
No.
Oh, they're always flooded.
No. No, if my pants going up, actually, but how your pants going up, sir? I said going for election.
I'll tell you something too, Imam. Just before we close. You know, I learned something recently.
Tell me.
I met a Muslim woman. I really didn't know her.
Right.
When I was introduced to the woman verbally, I stretched out my paw to shake her hands.
Yeah.
And she refused.
Yeah, that was not an insult. Muslim women are only supposed to be touched by their husbands. Or, of course, their father or somebody, yeah? But other than that, they shouldn't be touched. But that's why I can't understand.
I really didn't know.
That's why I can't understand people going to dance and thing. And a man hugging a man next to my wife, wrong his shoulder. You don't the man eating crap or nothing, but he had all the, and he's and while he dancing, in some slows, he ain't going all down on your wife. What is it called? It take part down by the ties. Going all the down there. Yeah, with your and he holding on to your wife. What your wife doing? And a man arms with all like that, and he had no.
She
dancing.
A real woman.
No. And where she dancing? Where she dancing later?
But what's she doing in the party?
Listen, I have had the opportunity. Well, ask Super Blue. Do something. Get up and do something.
It had a song years ago where the man said, "And save the last dance for me." That means she was dancing with everybody, you know.
Yes,
but he know.
And remember, and he had to tell the wife, "Remember, I'm taking you home tonight." And whole night, because she done line up that she go home with somebody else. He had to come and remind. She just saved the last dance. "Remember, you go home with me tonight."
At least she knows she reaching home. She knows she reaching home.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, listeners, once more, and we will be with you, God's willing, next week, Wednesday.
Inshallah.
Yeah, that was a very nice program today, David.
Yeah, man.
A little enlightenment, you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Man can't live by bread alone, but by every word that comes out of the mouth. Yeah, man. You know, well, it is important to remind the listeners that as Muslims, we believe in all the prophets and we don't make any distinction among them. So we don't say that our prophet is better than Abraham, Moses, Elisha. So anytime we make the mention of any of the prophets, we say peace and blessings be upon them. Right. So we close with that, yeah?
Thank you very much, guys.
Catch you all next week, please, God. Okay, brother.
Travel, Tab and Crew and Dancer Boy present a masquerade ball on the seas for 6 nights and 7 days from September 29th to October 6th, 2018, sailing on the Carnival Glory. The cruise departs from Miami and stops at the Dominican Republic, St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico and Grand Turks Islands. Inside cabin $696, Ocean View $750 and balcony $936 per person. First payment of $250 due on February February 24th, 2018. Second and third payments due on May 4th and July 1st, 2018. Music for partying provided by Wax world famous DJ David the Fireman Matthews. The best costume wins a cruise. For more info, call Supat at 240-472-2140, Joan at 407-257-6651, and Dancer Boy at 352-307-3634. A masquerade ball on the seas.
Wednesday, 30th of May at high noon, the Battle of the Sexes Retro Shootout. Women versus men.
Now who tell these women and them to put themselves in all of this set of lacquery? Anyway, get ready, Wednesday 30th. The Battle of the Sexes is definitely on. It's on, it's on, it's on. Ladies, I'll advise that you all stay. Wednesday the 30th, me, that day, the decision will be me. The Battle of the Sexes. The battle is coming your way. Wednesday, May 30th, get ready. Get ready, it's coming. The Battle of the Sexes.
Wednesday, 30th of May at high noon, the Battle of the Sexes. A retro shootout as there has never been before. Women versus men. Wednesday, 30th of May at high noon.
Johnny, turn off that hose, boy. I'm not finished with the car, Mr. Thompson. Yes, but you're wasting the water. This is not from the tank. This is Wassa water. All the more reason you should save it. When you leave the tap running, you're wasting water that Wassa spent a lot of money to clean for us to use. Do it right, Johnny. Fill the bucket and wash the car. That way you only use the water you need. Okay, Mr. Thompson. Practicing water conservation ensures that all citizens can benefit from the precious resource that is water. Water wasted is water denied. This message is brought to you by the Adopt a River program.
From the moment I saw you, I know we were meant to be. From then on to this day, there's no regret. There's no one else in this world to spend this life with me. So to you, I pay all my respect. God bless the day that I found you, baby. With you by my side and your love to guide me. Honey, baby, this soca is for you, darling. Honey, this soca is for you. For all the things that you did for me, this soca is for you. Have my love unconditionally. This soca is for you. You I know we will never part. This soca is for you. And you will always have my heart. This soca is for you. Lord, give me. Hey. When I am sad and blue, you show how much you care. You always know the things to say and do. Baby, if I should ever live to see 100 years, my wish is to spend every day with you. You are my strength and my inspiration. The only one I really can depend on. Baby, this soca is for you, darling. Honey, this This soca is for you. For all the things that you did for me. This soca is for you. You have my love unconditionally. This soca is for you. You like know we will never part. This soca is for you. And you will always have my heart. This soca is for you. I needed someone to hold me, someone to light up my life, someone to thrill and excite me, to make my world come alive. And there you were, with your sweet love and devotion. There you were, deeply touching my emotion. I love you, baby, I love you. The power of partnership is what we have here. No one can put us asunder in this world. We pledge our love to each other till the end of time. Baby, I give to you my heart, my soul, my mind. If I had my life to live all over, you'll be the one I choose to be my partner. Honey, baby, do this soca is for you, darling.
Keep it hot on the True Nation Station. Black 9.1 FM.
This soca is for you. You have my love unconditionally. This soca is for you. You I know we will never part. This soca is for you. And you will always have my heart. This soca is for you. This soca is for you. This soca is for you. For you and only you. This soca is for you. I sing this soca for you. This soca is for you. For you and only you. This soca is for you. I sing this soca for you. This soca is 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 for you. Lord, this soca is for you. I sing this soca for you. This soca.
Look down on me, Lord. Look, you see what I'm going through. So much suffering, pain, and so much sadness. Oh, but how much can I take? Lord, I can't take too much longer. Open your eyes and see what is happening to me. I'm on my knees and pray that someday I'll be set free. It's because of my color. Lord, I hope it couldn't be, 'cause I cannot change it. And if I could, I would do it, 'cause you had made me so, and you're the one to let them know. Open your eyes and see what is happening to me. I'm on my knees and pray that someday I'll be set free. understand.
Keep it on the True Nation Station, WAC 90.1 FM.
Open your eyes and see what is happening to me. I'm on my knees and pray that someday I'll be set free. So this is my prayer, a black man's prayer. This is my prayer, a black man's prayer. So much trouble. This is my. I gotta get through. A black man's prayer.
Heading up to 15 minutes before the hour.
This is my.
3 o'clock. Bert Lynch, boy, all about the black man's prayer. Keep on, like you know the music, boy. You're learning, you're learning. Yeah, you're learning. It's not what we play, but what we play next. Good afternoon to you.
Regular songs are back again. Regular songs are back. Regular songs are back again. Let's put it all together. Let's put it all together. Let's put it all together. 'Cause love is all there is. Let's put it all together. Put it all together. Put it all together. Together. Let's put it all together.
Keep it locked on the True Nation Station, WAC 90.1 FM.
So let the sideshow begin. Hurry, hurry, step right on in. Can't afford to pass it by. Guaranteed to make you cry. Let the sideshow begin. Step right on in. Can't afford to pass it by. Guaranteed to make you cry. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her? Sing this song for you. Sing this song for you. You make me feel brand new. 'Cause God bless me with you. God bless me with you. Make me feel brand new. Yes, I know I'm missing. Songs are back. I need your love songs are back again. Yes, I need you so. Your love songs are back again. Yes, we do. Your love songs are back. Oh, yeah. Songs are back again.
Come to the Lord Mahashiva Astrology Center located on Upper High Street, San Fernando, where Master Sai Ganesh specializes in palm and face reading, date of birth reading, and knowledge of your past, present, and future. You get 100% guaranteed results in the removal of black magic, evil spirits, voodoo, jadoo, witchcraft, obia, lifelong protection, and the reuniting of loved ones. Your problems can be solved within 3 days, and all information is private and confidential. For appointments, call or WhatsApp 283-9939. That is 283-9939. All religions are welcome.
Have relaxation and pampering been dropped from your busy schedule? Then add them back to your lifestyle. Visit L&P Body Care and Massage Therapy. We offer a full array of exceptional spa services, manicures, pedicures, waxing, massages, facials. Also, you can get your gift items and gift certificates. L&P Body Care and Massage Therapy, 58 Southern Main Road, Vista Bella. Call us at 745-5397 or check us out on Facebook.
Tune in to Shaman's Path every Thursday from 10 a.m. for hidden truths, wise sayings, current events based on prophecies, and shaman's healing methods. Contact numbers are 276-6945, or you can WhatsApp 496-1471 or log on to shamanesdra.com. This program comes to you through the kind courtesy of Curtis J's Various Business Services Limited. Relieve your pain and stress. Relax your body and mind, restore your energy, and refresh yourself.
The only thing constant in life is change.
So until tomorrow, please God, keep your feet on the ground and keep on reaching for the stars. Catch you on the other side.
Time to change the change. You can look as far as I see within this great land we call TNT. There's birds and bees, rivers and seas, pretty woman bringing man to their knees. Treasures of this blessed land we always neglect like ISO and pan. I find it so strange the way we arrange. Still this nation don't know how to change. To some change it might just mean a new car, but change could mean less than $1. The most change of this nice cent we usually get from the government. You see, change is something we always say, but every time we change, things remain the same way. Things keep getting worse and worse, so this is what I propose. For a better nation, for all foundations, so that we can say that this nation here came from quite down there. Within we school system, some change ministers and change what we teach them. Things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Is murders, killings galore, so much gunmen fighting needless war. Can't tell you stay, can't tell you go, cause this still the land we used to know. Homeless, every corner you meet, and they complimented by our dirty streets. Then we wonder why, in our sister eye, why they don't like trees to come and spend time. It's much more than paving a whole road. It's greater than fixing a lamp pole. Changes about the whole nation and how we are portrayed when the party done. Who said these standards in my TNT? I really wish somebody here could tell me. It's just the same thing again and again, like we leaders don't use the brain within our country, so the whole world could see. For a better future, so we don't have to depend on the next mayor. Within we society, otherwise we'll have a bandit factory. But things won't change despite all we do if change doesn't start with you. Give me buzz, give me buzz, give me buzz. In the youth, we leave all the weight, cause in most leaders, we done lost faith. We're full of such greed, oh Father, I bleed. Please Lord have some mercy on the sea. Cause the youth are trying their best, but they're born in this place of lies and comments. So eventually, when things get heavy, chances are they might turn out just like we. Could put her into all his foolishness, could break this chain link of sadness. Change could help our leaders to go and start preparing youths for tomorrow. Don't see change as something timely and start seeing change as your duty. To stop them from hurting one day is we have to point the way. For better transparency, for better economy. So no man one day will take we money and just fly away and say. For young Calypsonians and stop saying culture is in good hands. But things won't change despite all we do. Change doesn't start with you.
Broadcasting from the south side of Trinidad and Tobago, we are WAC Radio 91 FM, the true nation station. The true nation station.
The sun rises slowly over the hills.
She had a face like an angel, beauty in her heart, a body that any man would
We represent the nation's artists.
What a wonderful feeling.
We are culture crazy. We represent the music of Trinidad and Tobago. .1 FM, WAC Radio. The true nation station. WAC 90.1 FM. Calypso.
This place sweet too bad. This place sweet too bad. I'm talking about Tobago and Trinidad. This place sweet too bad.
Reggae.
Rolling in my two-man army. My Jesus and I know what's God goes before me. They can't stop this right now. We moving as a nation of love, nation, a nation of love, nation, a nation of love, nation, a nation of love. We move as a nation of love.
Chutney, jazz, hip hop, and R&B, all genres, all day. Only on WAC 90.1 FM, the true nation station. WACK. We are culture crazy.
Calypso is yours, Calypso is mine, Calypso is sweet.
Total local 24/7.
Trinbago is mine, Trinbago is yours too. Trinbago is all our we Trinbago.
365. The true nation station lives up to its title and will continue to keep the culture and music of TNT alive.
Calling out this nation to the celebration.
A nation is defined by its people and its culture. 90.1 FM.
Coconut water on a Friday. Oh, I'm dressing the shark inside my Friday. Oh, I love my country, I use gun.
We are the true representatives of TNT. 90.1 FM. To preserve and defend the culture of TNT. The true nation station. station.
The good Lord never make nothing ugly. In his eyes I know I'm a beauty. Jamaica I nice. I like myself.
Jesus love you, yes. Jesus love you. Jesus love you. Jesus love you.
Give God all the praise. It's blessings time.
We said nobody. We said nobody. We said nobody. We said nobody.
My God, he is number one.
We are culture crazy.
My God, he is number one. He could never be second.
Count your blessings, not your problems. Be thankful for what you have and have achieved. 90.1 FM. It's time for Entertainment News 901.
Good afternoon, I'm Leanne Sinclair and welcome to Entertainment News on WAC Radio 90.1 FM. Top-class performances are promised from an equally top-class cast of performers built to appear at the North Coast Jazz on May 26th at the Sir Solomon Hochoy Recreation Grounds in Blanchichez. In its second year, NCJ will feature Dean Williams, Arthur Marcial, Kay Allen, Olatunji Yearwood, the Xavier Sisters, and so much more. Various artists said they were excited about performing on the show, which received rave reviews on its first staging last year. Powerhouse singer Kay Allen is promising a mix of R&B and jazz selections. She says she wants to give patrons a performance like none other. The 2007 Digicel Rising Star winner says patrons will get some Shaka Khan, a bit of George Benson and some Nina Simone, but preferred to keep the rest of her repertoire close to her chest. And Grammy Award winner Angela Hunt will join international recording artist, arranger and composer Etienne Charles in an all-inclusive pan-brass soca jam down at Hardcore Phase 2 Pan Groove Panyard in Woodbrook on Saturday. Hunt leads a cast which includes Rapso group Tree Canal, renowned composer and arranger Len Boogsy Sharp on Phase 2 Pan Groove, and international trumpeter Charles and friends. Two-time single pan champions Astura Newtown Playboys will also be a part of the cast. Hunt stepped into the local spotlight in 2015 with her hit song Party Done recorded with Marshall Montano. And since then, Hunt has done very well for herself, having recorded Mon Bon Ami, Make Me Go, Big Drum Beat and Love Me Some Him. Internationally, she has collaborated or worked with Jay-Z and Alicia Keys, Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, Melanie Fiona, Britney Spears, the late Amy Winehouse, Snoop Lion and Egyptian, among others. Charles, who is also an assistant professor of jazz studies at Michigan State University, is bringing the jazz genre into groundbreaking territory with his brand new music. Charles is proud of his heritage and incorporates local folklore into modern-day jazz. Rapso group Tree Canal has been outstanding since they came on the scene in 1997 with Blue, a song which changed the music of TNT's Carnival. Theirs is the power of the word and the rhythm of the word. This was shown when the group created a voice for the voiceless with another hit song, Talk Your Talk. And Jamaican entertainer Capleton, an artist whose longevity in entertainment business surpasses many, is free to travel after an appearance in a Jamaica court on Monday. The artist yesterday discounted and denied all allegations of sexual misconduct brought against him, saying that he was being extorted. Capleton is the headline act of a concert in Trinidad, Inferno, which is set for June 9th at the Gympia Complex. In a statement, the artist said that he denies all accusations of sexual misconduct and do not condone crime or violence against women or anyone. He said he is the target of an extortion scheme and his lawyers presented evidence to the authorities to fight this false accusation. Capleton was placed on $250,000 bail. A request for Capleton, whose real name is Clifton Bailey, to surrender all his travel documents was denied by the judge. And that's a look at Entertainment News 901. Join us tomorrow for another edition on 90.1 FM WAC Radio.
WACK. We are Culture Crazy.
Calypso is yours, Calypso is mine, Calypso is sweet.
Total Local 24/7.
Trinbago is mine, Trinbago is yours too, Trinbago is all our we Trinbago.
365. The True Nation Station lives up to its title and will continue to keep the culture and music of TNT alive.
Calling of this nation to the celebration.
Culture Drive, yeah. This man, yeah. Tony P.A. Show me your finger when we on the road. This Culture Drive, you listening. Show me your finger when we on the road. This Culture Drive, you tune in. Show me your finger, wave it. Show me your finger, shake it. Show me your finger. Culture Drive is always on point, 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 point. This show is so miraculous. This show is so infectious. You see it that Tony P. You see Desmond boy. Well, you don't know already. It's Desmond and Tony P. You see it that Culture Drive. You see it that. Follow them on IG. They pumping. Watch them live on FB. They moving. Topics always on point. Their music on point. What radio on point. Culture Drive. You can't miss them side of this joint. Show me your finger when we on the road. It's Culture Drive. You listening. Show me your finger when we on the road. It's Culture Drive. You tune in. Show me your finger, shake it. Show me your finger, wave it. Show me your finger. Desmond, Tony people. Culture Drive, point, point left, point. Culture Drive, point, point right, point. Culture Drive, your finger. Culture Drive, you're always on point, 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 point. Hey, Rock Radio, 90.1 FM. The Culture Boy, Culture Drive. Follow them on IG. They pumping. Watch them live on the FB. They moving. Topics all on point. Music all on point. Culture Drive on point. What radio boy? They can't be swing side and this joint. Show me your finger when we on the road. This Culture Drive in the spell. Show me your finger when we on the road. This Culture Drive you tune in. Show me your finger, shake it. Show me your finger, wave it. Show me your finger. Everybody always on point, 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 point. Monday to Friday, it's the Culture Drive with Tony P and Desmond. What radio man? Get them culture. Business so. Tell them Desmond right. Tony P get them right. Music right. This is the Culture Drive. Point. Culture Drive on point. Culture Drive on point. 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 Culture Drive on point. Desmond you're on point. Tony P you're on point. 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 Culture Drive. 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 You're always on point.
This song is dedicated to all my sons and daughters through the four corners of the earth. My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch, don't get no horrors, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon, but my admonition is to guard you against all the evils of life that create strife and destroy life. Walk cautiously, children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you're young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads on to righteousness, to happiness, spiritual bliss. That's why I tell you this. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. Now we sing it again. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. I give you my counsel because I want to see all you young people live righteously. What you feed your mind with forms your characteristics and shape the path that you must walk tomorrow. Darkness or glow, joy or sorrow, that's why I'm concerned. So watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. Yeah, yeah. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race. To all my sons and daughters in Germany, pass out, meine Kinder. Pass out, meine Kinder. Da ist jemand, der heißt Lucifer, hat eine Schule mit weißem Puder. Aber will dein Gesicht nicht pudern, denn bringt den Menschen nur Schlechtes. Oh, you're young and your future is ahead of you. Right or wrong, sweet or sour, depends on what you do. Taking the wrong direction will drain your constitution and promote mental chaos and confusion. Then corruption to gain a man, and that is not God's plan. Cuidado, mis hijos, to my Spanish children. Cuidado, mis hijos. Hay un hombre que se llama Lucifer con una bolsa de polvo blanco, y él no quiere formar tu cara, pero para traer pena y desgracia para la raza humana. To my French children. Attention, mes enfants.
Attention, mes enfants.
Attention, mes enfants.
Attention, mes enfants.
Il y a quelqu'un appelé
Lucifer avec un sachet de poudre blanche. Il ne veut pas saupoudrer vos visages, mais apporter honte et détresse à la race humaine.
To my East Indian children, dekho mere bacha logo, dekho mere bacha logo. एक इंसान जैसा शैतान है उसका पर है टाइलर पाउडर का, और दूसरों को पाउडर नहीं लगाता है. मनुष्यता का नाम पर यह एक बदनुमा दबा है. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race.
This is the message to all the people all over the world. Love is the only thing we need. Only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Love is the only thing we need. The only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. Hey, little youth man with a big gun, put it down. My little sister, show me a smile, take off the frown. Hey, little youth man with a big gun, put it down. All my little children, come gather round. come gather. What does it profit if your pocket have a whole heap of money, but you stole it from his profit cause of pain and agony? Oh no, and agony, oh no. Oh, this is not love. Come on, do unto others as you would have done unto you. Oh, this be the principle of love, of love. Oh yeah, love is the only thing we need. The only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Love is the only thing we need. The only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need.
If I tell you how I feel, will you tell me too? Oh, I'm just trying to be real and live this life the way we're supposed to. You and me together, we could always make it better. Sun or rain, hot or cold, no matter what the weather. Love in our hearts, we could always make it better. Make it better. Ooh, yeah.
Well, love is the only thing we need. The only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Love is the only thing we need. The only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need.
Love between the pages is a poet's dream. Spreads the words to the world in a beautiful stream. Love, 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 love. Can you feel it?
Feel it, feel it.
Look outside your window, tell me what you see. I see couples holding hands, kids making friends. Love make my soul dance. I see couples holding hands, kids making friends. Love make my soul dance.
Love is the only thing we need. Only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Love is the only thing we need. Only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. Tell them.
Love, amor, l'amour, l'amour, Charlie Hens. Those words need to be said. Again and again they need to be said. Souls need to be fed. Minds need to be healed, so that they can resist on the battlefield of a war led by illusion. This time it's a love revolution. This time it's a love revolution.
Love is the only thing we need. Only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Love is the only thing we need. The only thing we need is love. Love is the only thing we need. It's not gonna Charlie and the allt vi har. Allt vi har är kärlek. Kärlek är allt vi har. Oh yeah, yeah. Kärlek är allt vi har. Allt vi har är kärlek. Kärlek är allt vi har. L'amour est tout ce qu'on a besoin. Tout ce qu'on a besoin c'est de l'amour. L'amour est tout ce qu'on a besoin. L'amour est tout ce qu'on a besoin. Tout ce qu'on a besoin c'est de l'amour. L'amour est tout ce qu'on a besoin. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Say no love is the only thing we need. Oh
Trini funny, but it's sweet like honey. I say the best thing in the Caribbean is the Trini. Whenever life stress him out and cause him pain, in a taxi or rum shop he'll complain. But that is just his way to impress somebody. When they pull the subsidy from gas, boy, he cuss. When they add VAT to some basic food stuff, that was more ruckus. But take a look in the grocery or at the gas pump and you'll find the same Trinbagonian is the first in the line. A Trini main concern is his survival. Pulling a fast one on you is paramount. His welfare always comes first to him, that is critical. Cutting corners and winning is all that counts. He seldom put away something for tomorrow. He would live each day as though it was his last. Even though oil prices keep falling and the economy down, it's hard to tell if a Trini catching his ass. Cause he's a winner, he could cut and contrive. Whether saint or sinner, it's about staying alive. They say recession, but still everyone just want to make their neighbors feel that they have money. It's to see how they just pack up price man, borrow the point. They ain't missing that, while the landlord getting story after story. When the tax return full out and they in the red, they will invent some more dependents and more overhead. And after a nice long weekend, if they show up for work Monday, that is just to in short time keep a haircut they pay. Cause a Trini main concern is his survival. Living light but weighing heavy is paramount. His welfare always comes first to him, that is critical. Having a good time and liming is all that counts. He will always attack you first to run something, cause times are hard and he's not doing well. But if while I'm in a young sexy chick, only watch him twice, he start to gallery and spending money like hell. Cause he's a winner, he could cut and contrive. Whether saint or sinner, it's about staying alive. We race conscious and very facetious. Black man with Indian woman does get bad eye. And if you ask him for a money borrow, he will make up excuse to tell you no. Then he'll call people and tell them how your pocket dry. If you invite him to your party, he don't play. Either try to bust your bar or tote your drinks away. And if his face get too familiar and they close the bar, oh Lord, you say you're keeping fat but you're hungry and can't afford. A Trini main concern is his survival. Tipping the scales in his favor is paramount. His welfare always comes first to him, that is critical. Staying on top and winning is all that counts. He won't care if he eat fast food from Monday to Friday, but come Sunday, he can do without callaloo. And if he can't afford a new cooking chicken stew, he will show up and say how he just passed to check you. But he's a winner. He could cut and contrive. Be it saint or sinner, it's about staying alive. It have some Trini will wake up early just to go and sit down in the courthouse all day. When big accident happen anywhere, they won't go to help. They just stop and stare, cause in one set of traffic jam in the place. Any breaking news, he always have the inside story. And he got it from the horse's mouth, so you can't doubt me. But if police brace him for evidence to solve a case right away, he ain't know, he ain't see, he wasn't there. You see, a Trini main concern is his survival.
Survival.
Keeping afloat at all times.
Trini main concern to survive. So anybody, any part of the world anyway.
Serious?
You don't feel so?
Actually, main concern is
it's
survival.
To survive, yeah.
Nah, actually, main concern is a holiday. To eat good.
To eat good.
Drink good. Laugh. Cat, everything. Anything they get a chance.
Not to survive.
We are on that survival tip. Yes, you're going on 2 or 3 years. Man, get blast every day. If you main concern was survival, trust me, I see we out in the streets by with droves. Yeah, son, I'm pretty main concern is to eat our food.
Eat our food. Well, that's survival, Tony.
Survival?
Yeah, that's survival.
No, it's two different things. Eating our food is eating our food, you know.
Eating our food, it is fair to survive.
Not really. Some people don't eat to survive. Some people eat because they can't eat. Some people eat because are greedy. You understand? Some people eat because I can. And some people who cherish it and don't have enough, they will eat every day and live into it to survive. But there are a lot of people in the tongue, not on no survival, you know. They are affluent.
You come back with this at a high words, fluent and...
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to the world. And this is the True Nation Station, a brand new day. It's What You Like Wednesday. Yep. Middle of the week, where you said we played. Yep. So call us up, get your request in. We'll be obliged
to play whatever you want.
Yes.
You know.
It's Mr. Desmond.
And Tony Prescott, 3 to 7 inside.
And we're coming to you live from
129C Coffee Street in San Fernando. The Culture Drive is on.
Yep, in a hot and sunny one. Of course, want to welcome everybody on board. Thank David Matthews for doing his due. But the time check now in TNT is now 3:32 p.m.
Log on to WACRadio90.1FM.com, WAC Facebook, our YouTube stream, and Aspire TV, Trinidad and Tobago. Check these every day to see what new shows will be available. Click the donate button and help us bring you even more free cultural shows. Donate to the only total local culture station in Trinidad and Tobago. WAC 90.1 FM, the True Nation Station.
The Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition is back, and we celebrate all that is we. Come out and support your groups as they compete in the preliminary rounds of folk presentations and Le Run Reveille at community festivals across Trinidad between April 28th to May 26th. Come, bring the family and enjoy We Craft, We Food, We Drama, We Dance, and We Music. Check Facebook or visit our website for more info. Courtesy the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts, building resilient, culturally rich communities. This weekend, the Best Village competition will be held at Praisal Secondary School on Saturday 19th.
Wednesday, 30th of May at high noon, the Battle of the Sexes Retro Shootout. women versus men.
Well, who tell these women and them to put themselves in all of this set of lacquery? Anyway, get ready, Wednesday 30th. The Battle of the Sexes is definitely on. It's on, it's on, it's on. Ladies, I'll advise that you all stay. Wednesday the 30th, me, that day, the decision will be me. The Battle of the Sexes. The battle is coming your way. Wednesday, May 30th, get ready. Get ready, it's coming. The Battle of the Sexes.
Wednesday, 30th of May at high noon, the Battle of the Sexes. A retro shootout as there has never been before. Women versus men. Wednesday, 30th of May at high noon.
It's the reunion of a lifetime. First annual Cooler Boat Party on Friday, June 1st. Boarding time, 7:30 p.m. sharp. Your DJs on deck, Razor Sharp, Caption, UCL Mix, Boom Bostic, and Mellow Tone. Advance tickets available at Dev's Barbershop, Sion's Bar, and any community member. The reunion of a lifetime. Friday, June 1st, on board the Sea Champion, King's Wharf, San Fernando. This courtesy, B-Man and the Lord Street Fusion Group.
Have time out with your family, lime with your friends, celebrate with Little Caesars Pizza. Your entire crew can eat for just $60. $60. A large, hot and ready pizza is only $60. Choose either classic pepperoni or cheese hot and ready pizza. Fresh dough, made in store daily, rich, tangy tomato sauce, 100% mozzarella cheese, and lip-smacking pepperoni for the low price of $60. Visit any Little Caesars Pizza location. Gulf City Mall, C3 Center, Valsain Branch Road, Valsain, Tissue Drive, Shops of Trinity, and Saddle Road, Maraval. Little Caesars Pizza. No calling, no waiting. It's ready now.
Pizza, pizza.
Kunti, a liberation affair. Tuesday, 29th May, night before the Indian arrival holiday at Renaissance Reloaded Sports Bar and Lounge, Main Road, Cooper. Ladies, liberate yourselves with your DJs, JJ and Shotmaster J, Richard Trumpet and KLS, DJ Jarrell, DJ Akeem, DJ Jamal, and DJ Lovey. Kunti, a liberation affair. Plus a special guest artist, string specials all night long, cutters and treats to tantalize your taste buds, lots of giveaways for the ladies, and a dope prize for the sexiest lady. Tight security inside out, secured parking courtesy OMG Fitness Limited.
Tickets cost $100 and are available from any committee member or at the bar. For more info, contact 330-3042, 299-6976 or 364-4741. Sponsored by Exquisite Things by Petal, School of Sugar Artistry and Distinctive Expression.
Kunti, a liberation affair.
Get ready for Redemption Day. Saturday, June 2nd is Redemption Saturday. At Redemption Grounds, Queens Park, Savannah, Port of Spain. Redemption, the fifth coming. Come see Varys Hammond.
Baby, I've gotta call you out. I feel the need for you tonight.
Jacques Cure. Mikey Spice and Taurus Riley. Queens Park, Savannah, Port of Spain. More space, secure parking, and enough seating. Powered by
White Oak Rum,
Blue Waters,
Monster Energy Drink, Guinness Made of More,
T. Guerra and Company Limited, NLCB,
Mitsubishi Motors,
California Stucco Limited, Johnny Walker,
Racetrack Wheels,
Hennessy,
and Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies.
One message, one stage, one day.
Dancing to a reggae song.
Redemption, the fifth coming.
The National Theatre Arts Company presents Three Sisters After Chekhov by Mustafa Matura, set in colonial Trinidad 1941. Naparima Bowl, Friday 25th and Saturday 26th May at 7:30 p.m. Admission is free. Tickets available at the Naparima Bowl's box office from 11 a.m. Monday 21st May. Call 271-2889 or 271-2894. Check Facebook or Culture TT for more information. Courtesy the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts. Building resilient, culturally rich communities.
Let us suppose they pass a law, they don't want people living here anymore. Just suppose they pass a law, they don't want people living here anymore. Everybody got to find their country according to your race originally. What a confusion I would cause in the place. They might have to shoot me in space, because they're sending Indians to India, and the Negroes back to Africa. Can somebody please just tell me where they're sending for me?
Call us up. Request your favorite song. What you like Wednesday on 90.1 FM, the True Nation Station.
From the time I was small and in confusion, I couldn't play with no other little children. If I go by the Negro children to play, they say you little coolie, now run away. I go by the Indian children next door, they say no weary and what you come here for. I always by myself like a little monkey, not one single child wouldn't play with me. So if they're sending Indians to India, and the Negroes back to Africa, can somebody please just tell me where they're sending for me? I am neither one nor the other, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If they're serious about sending back people for true, they're bound to split me in two. Hear what happened to me recently. I'm going down Jogi Road walking peacefully. Some Indians and Negroes rioting. For me didn't know not a single thing. But as I enter in holding trace, an Indian man cuffed me straight in my face. I ran by the Negroes to get rescue. Look a coolie and them start beating me too. So if they're sending Indians to India, and the Negroes back to Africa, can somebody please just tell me where they're sending for me? I am neither one nor the other, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If they're serious about sending back people for true, they're bound to split me in two. Some fellas having a race discussion, I jump in to give my opinion. A young fella watched me in my face. He say, you shut your mouth, you ain't got no race. What he said to me was a real insult, but it's not I to blame, it's my father's fault. When he say I have no race, he didn't talking true. Instead of having one race, you know I got two. So if they're sending Indians to India, and the Negroes back to Africa, can somebody please just tell me where they're sending for me? I am neither one nor the other, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If they're serious about sending back people for true, they're bound to split me in two.
Call us up. Request your favorite song. What you like Wednesday on 90.1 FM, the True Nation Station.
Me man, they talk to me. Oh God! Oh God! Oh. Somebody help me! This man will kill me! Oh God! Oh God! Every night! Oh God! 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 Look at this man! least I could take. In my solitude I cried and cried, night after night after night. Pieces of me died. I gave all of me to you. Oh, oh, me pride, me soul, me sanity, and me body too. I gave you 3 kids, a dog, and a home, but you still went outside and roam. Oh, oh, you even took gas and burned all my clothes. And oh Lord, every night is blows. Secretly took 6 years of self-defense. Now I'm wearing black. So tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. I bought 2 caskets to read and a plaque. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. Tonight is your turn to be blue and black. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. Them kids by granny, I clear out the shack. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. A poison waiting, so launch your attack. Cause tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. Why-oh, why-oh. Why-oh, why-oh. Many nights I soaked down my head. Oh, oh, stressing myself over you while you're in some woman's bed. When your friends are wrong, you're so nice. Eh, eh. But if one just smile at me, later on I just pay the price. You hold on me head in the toilet bowl just because your food was cold. Oh, oh, you throw your hot cup of coffee on me because I blocked the TV. So I wrote a letter to them kids and mommy telling them goodbye, cause this is the last night I going to cry. I ordered 2 tombstones from Mr. Mac. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. I light 2 red candles on top the rock. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. You're stronger than me, I know that's a fact. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. Have me rolling, pin your skull going to crack. Cause tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. Why-oh, why-oh. Why-oh, why-oh. Gave you the best years of my life. Oh, oh, God knows in good and bad, I am a devoted wife. When you're sick, I am your doctor. Oh, oh, your nurse, your psychologist, your sexual healer. Never once hungry and food not ready, but you still use your foot on me. Eh, eh. Once I took 12 stitches behind my neck because you pushed me down the steps. Serve you like a god, treat you like a king. But tonight I take off my wedding ring. Fed up being brutalized, kicked and smacked. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting. Don't mind how I hide, you find in my tracks. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back before you kill me in some brutal act. Tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. Don't feel you could run and lock down the shack. Cause tonight, boy, I'm fighting back. Why-oh, why-oh. Why-oh, why-oh. teenagers when we went out. Oh, people didn't love me smile. Now look how you spoil up my mouth. You was the nicest person, so kind. Oh, what on our wedding night? Like you just lose your mind, like you just lose your mind. You sent me to see if the tire was flat, then drive away and leave me out in the dark. Oh, that night is the police that rescue me. You break me hands, say I there with me. Well, I took me vows till death do us part, that is the gospel. But tonight, we heading for heaven or hell. I wouldn't back off and give you no slack. Tonight, by a fight in the back, the will that right all bills paid and stack. Tonight, by a fight in the back, and so big and bad, why won't you attack? Tonight, by a fight in the back.
Call us up. Request your favorite song. What You Like Wednesday on 90.1 FM. The True Nation Station.
Pleasant good evening, people. Good evening, people. We gotta check the foundation. Yeah. They say life begins at 40. I heard that repeatedly. But I never understood until I reached 43. When an old man said the first 40 years is preparation, building the foundation to build the rest of your life upon. So I start to reflect on the first 40 years. After about 15 minutes or so, I break down in tears. If today you see little children cussing big people at will, check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. You find it have too much bandits, too much bullets on the hill. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Check the foundation, check the foundation. You find too much young black men in prison, too much of them getting killed. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Long day, die, 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 die. How you make your bed is so you lie down to sleep. What you sow you're going to reap, because God never makes sheep. When old people talking, take notice and listen well, because you could be on a road of good intentions leading to hell. From your first birthday, 1962, August 31st, compared to today, tell me if we're doing better or worse. If you feel we are self-sufficient in basic food, stuff and skill, check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. You can produce your own doctors and nurses to take care of those who ill. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Check the foundation, check the foundation. In this day of globalization, we talking about nigger and police still. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Long day, don't, die, die, die. Willful waste make woeful want. Cut your coat to suit your cloth. Penny wise, pound foolish. A fool and his money will soon apart. 43 years of independence, oil and gas money evermore. 43% of the population today destitute and poor. For the few areas of progress, everybody want to claim the fame. But in the areas where we fail, nobody at all want to take the blame. So if you make appointment for surgery 5 years ago, but you're waiting still, check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Doctors writing prescription, but the dispensary and no pill. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Check the foundation, check the foundation. You really want to go forward, but you're only sliding down the hill. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. This dream vision 2020 could be made a reality, but we all must come together and work at it sincerely. Starting with education, stop lying to the nation's youth. When they don't perform up to standard, simply tell them the truth. No student should enter secondary before he's well prepared and ready, because First World Vision 2020 has no room for illiteracy. So when they graduate with certificate, but they still can't read Jack and Jill, check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. You find yourself spinning top in mud, simple dreams you cannot fulfill. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Check the foundation, check the foundation. If after all your efforts, everything still add up to nil, check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Lambe, do, ding, ding. It's the kind of chorus you could join and sing, you know. Please, you want to sing the chorus with me? Let me sing. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. You pay all your water bill, but when you get water, it muddy still. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Politicians know what is wrong, but to put it right, they don't have the will. Why? Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Everybody have a solution, yet we living with the problem still. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Our law say hang those who kill, but the PV Council enforcing their will. Check the first 40 years and see the foundation that you build. Lande, dong, 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 dong. Dang, 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 ding, ding, long day. Dang, 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 ding, ding, dong, dong, dong. Thank you very much, Lande. Dong, 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 dong. Dang, dang, long day. Dang, 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 dong, ding, dong. Thank you. Balong ding dong, dilo dong dong. Balong ding dong, balong dang dang dang, balong ding. Thank you.
Get ready for Redemption Day. Saturday, June 2nd is Redemption Saturday. At Redemption Grounds, Queens Park, Savannah, Port of Spain. Redemption, the fifth coming. Come see Barris Hammond.
Baby, I've gotta call you out. I feel the need for you tonight.
Jacques Cure. Mikey Spice and Taurus Riley. Queens Park, Savannah, Port of Spain. More space, secure parking, and enough seating. Powered by
White Oak Rum,
Blue Waters,
Monster Energy Drink, Guinness Made of More,
G. Guerra and Company Limited, NLCB,
Mitsubishi Motors,
California Stucco Limited, Johnny Walker,
Racetrack Wheels,
Hennessy,
and Ricky Ragunanan Group of Companies.
One message, one stage, one day.
Dancing to a reggae song.
Redemption, the fifth coming.
Do you know that your health is the most important asset you will ever own? You need to make healthy lifestyle changes. At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services, which includes our live blood analysis, our body analysis, our amazing Ionic for Detox, Formula's Health and Wealth Organic Bread. Remember, your health is your wealth, and prevention is always better than medication.
Tune in to Health and Wealth, Thursdays at 6 to 7 p.m. Nicole Huggins and Associates, number 254 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Telephone number 1-868-288-1108.
Come to the Lord Mahashiva Astrology Center located on Upper High Street, San Fernando, where Master Sai Ganesh specializes in palm and face reading, date of birth reading, and knowledge of your past, present, and future. You get 100% guaranteed results in the removal of black magic, evil spirits, voodoo, jadoo, witchcraft, obia, lifelong protection, and the reuniting of loved ones. Your problems can be solved within 3 days, and all information is private and confidential. For appointments, call or WhatsApp 283-9939. That is 283-9939. All religions are welcome.
Well, how long we talking this? Analysis, paralysis, but as murders rise and we can't cope, we have to rise for the hangman rope. Why we keep wasting we time as the country drowns in crime? Top of that talk hanging, because not one man goes sweet. The lawyer they go sweet, the lawyer they Caribbean. Set a long time ago, forget the death penalty, cause England says so. You will reduce your numbers now on that road. Mr. Pratt and Morgan said no. We have no blinking freedom to break the neck. Pratt and Morgan have we checked. The independent law you say, the Union Jack you fling away. Hanging still on the law books, but Pratt and Morgan have we hooked. So don't tell me about Parliament and how we have our constitution, not according to Pratt and Morgan. Oh, we still depend on the white man to give the word from England, but I never stain my finger for Pratt and Morgan. Massa Day still lingers with Pratt and Morgan. Pratt and Morgan case is clear. To hang a man, you have 5 years from the date of conviction. Oh, the death penalty can stand. Through them years, it's been revealed like capital punishment repeal. Cause with this new timetable, to hang a man impossible. In Europe for murderers, bleeding heart judges does weep. So they set a tight agenda government can't keep. You will reduce your numbers beyond that road.
On WACK 90.1 FM. This is News 9:01 to 4 p.m. In the headlines.
NEDCO to pay $7.5 million to VSAP workers. Opposition leader urges spiritual reflection during Ramadan. Regionally, cruise ship searches for missing crew member in Caribbean. And internationally, U.S. hopeful that Trump-Kim meet will go ahead. With the news in detail to 4 p.m., I'm Leanne Sinclair. Good afternoon. Approximately 40 National Entrepreneurship Development Company Limited workers who were offered voluntary separation packages in February were sent home on May 1st. These employees will receive $7.5 million in visa payments by the state-owned enterprise at the end of June. Confirmation came from NEDCO's chairman Clary Benny yesterday, who stated that the decision to offer VSEP to the employees was all part of the company's restructuring and rebranding exercise. Ben said in the PwC's report, it was outlined that NEDCO could not continue with its old model. Recently, NEDCO advertised in the print media 20 new positions which needed to be filled to take NEDCO forward. Ben said NEDCO workforce will be reduced from 105 to 70 once all positions are filled. Ben admitted that NEDCO's balance sheet was being looked at as they moved to recover $80 million in loans granted to clients over the years, which was still outstanding. An opposition leader, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, urged for Muslims to practice spiritual reflection as the season of Ramadan begins. In a statement, Persad-Bissessar wished members of the Muslim community blessings as they begin the holy month of Ramadan. She said Ramadan is a time for families to come together to break their fasts and to deepen their spiritual practice. The recent firings of lecturers at the University of Trinidad and Tobago will in no way affect the tertiary level institution's ability to deliver its programs. The assurance from Education Minister Anthony Garcia on Tuesday follows the dismissal of 30 lecturers last Friday from the Corinth and Valsayn campuses as their positions were declared redundant. Garcia told the Senate that an analysis of the teaching and research output at UTT showed that the lecturers scheduled for termination are surplus to the requirements of the university. The minister assured that the same level of quality of service and programs currently offered would continue to be maintained. The Court of Appeal has dismissed the appeal of 10 men convicted of the murder of the brother of drug kingpin Dole Chedi, who was seeking to squash their convictions on the basis of fresh claims that the state's main witness admitted to fabricating the case against them. Delivering a written decision at the Hall of Justice in Port of Spain on Wednesday, the judges refused to admit the fresh evidence provided by the witness almost a decade after the group of men were convicted for murdering Thakur Budram in 1997. As part of their decision, the judges upheld their convictions and the life sentences which they have been serving. Budram, a pig farmer, was kidnapped from his home at Spring Village in Valsayn on December 20, 1997. A ransom was demanded by his abductors. However, 10 days later, his decapitated head was found in a whiskey box at the Caroni cremation site. And regionally, a search is underway near the U.S. Virgin Islands for a crew member on a cruise ship who apparently went overboard in rough seas. Geneva-based MSC Cruises says the crew member on the MSC Seaside was reported missing before dawn on Wednesday, while the ship was en route to Puerto Rico from St. Martin. The ship turned around to search for the crew member with the assistance of the U.S. Coast Guard and other ships in the area. The effort has been hampered by large swells and winds of more than 30 miles per hour. The missing man's name and nationality have not been released, but the company says in a statement that his family has been notified. And internationally, the Trump administration is hopeful its summit with North Korea will go ahead, despite threats of cancellation. A White House spokesperson said the U.S. president remained ready. Hours earlier, North Korea released an angry statement saying it might pull out of the meeting if the U.S. insisted it gave up its nuclear weapons. The highly anticipated meeting between Trump and North Korea's Kim Jong-un is due to take place on June 12th. And in sport, this country's senior women's volleyball team will serve off what is expected to be a hectic 5 months of international competition when they compete in the Nausicaa Women's Challenge Cup in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada from tomorrow until Sunday. The locally based Calypso Spikers, led by Captain Renelle Ford and technical staff duo Susan Pierre and coach Francisco Cruz, left on Monday night and were joined by the overseas-based players on arrival yesterday. The teams will play round-robin pool matches, at the end of which the top-ranked teams from each pool will play for the title at the Edmonton Expo Center Hall D, from which the winner will qualify to the Volleyball Nations League Challenge Cup finals. TNT will compete in Pool A of the 6-team qualifiers, with host Canada on Thursday and Costa Rica on Friday, while Pool B comprises of Cuba, Puerto Rico, and Nicaragua. And that's a look at news to 4 p.m. recapping the headlines. NEDCO to pay $7.5 million to 40 VSEP workers. Opposition leader urges spiritual reflection during Ramadan. Regionally, cruise ship searches for missing crew member in Caribbean. And internationally, U.S. hopeful Trump-Kim meet will go ahead. That's a look at news to 4 p.m. on WAC 90.1 FM. You can get more news online at www.wacradio901fm.com. I'm Leanne Sinclair. Good afternoon.
WACK. We are Culture Crazy.
Calypso is yours, Calypso is mine, Calypso is sweet.
Total local 24/7.
Trinbago is mine, Trinbago is yours too. Trinbago is all our we Trinbago.
365, the True Nation station, lives up to its title and will continue to keep the culture and music of TNT alive.
Calling out this nation to the celebration.
No, I'm not afraid.
No barman afraid, no barman, any barman could touch any barman.
No barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman.
Take your time and dance the calendar, you go be a stick fight tiger.
No barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman.
No barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman.
No barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman.
No barman afraid, no barman, any barman could touch any barman.
No barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman.
Take your time and dance the calendar, you go be a stick fight champion.
No barman afraid,
the guy now is
no barman afraid, no barman.
Breaks you in time, brother man, you go be a stick fight champion.
No barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman.
No barman afraid, no barman, no barman afraid, no barman.
No barman afraid, no barman afraid, no barman.
No barman afraid, no barman, any barman could touch any barman.
No barman